We live in a world surrounded by plastics, some more visible than others. Every piece of plastic ever made is either incinerated or is still around us, in landfills, in the ocean, and even in our bodies, in the form of microplastics. Recent studies have found microplastics in human blood, in lungs, and in the uteruses for the first time. It is a sobering fact of life that if we continue down the same path, by 2045, everything the global population eats, breathes, and touches will be contaminated with harmful microplastics. I'm Daphna. I'm the CEO of TIPA, an innovative packaging company dedicated to helping the planet. Join me as I reveal the awful truth about how microplastics are affecting the world we all share, and how we as a company are determined to be part of the solution. My journey today starts at Cornwall, UK, and I've come to Falmouth Beach to find out how the global plastic problem impacts people on a local level. Finally meeting you.
I moved down here 6 years ago, and I just started walking on the beaches with my dogs, and I started noticing plastic and rubbish, which I was horrified really to see it. It's just grown from there. So last year alone, 2022, I ran 14 events. I had 385 people turned up over that 12 months, and we collected 291.4 kilos of rubbish. These are just bits of packaging that have flown away from people, or they've got into the sea and then just been washed up.
Yeah.
We've got lots of fishing gear here. Polystyrene's another thing. You just want to cry because you know you can't actually pick it all up. But there's 5 trillion pieces out there, so it's definitely out there.
Yeah. And as we were talking about the microplastic that actually surrounds us, everywhere, and we found ourselves eating microplastic.
Yeah, so it's in us, and we don't know the long-term impacts of all these plastics contain chemicals, We don't know what the impacts are in the future of what this is going to do to us as humans.
Yeah. Despite the efforts of the beach cleanup, the power of the ocean will continue to ensure substantial quantities of plastic are dumped onto the world's shoreline. But we can win this battle if we will start making a substantial change. And that's why I'm here at Falmouth University to discuss with students how a business like TIPA is aiming to tackle the plastic waste and the microplastics problem. I had a discussion with one of my children about the plastic bottles they used to take to school back then. And after a discussion of what do you do with the bottle and understanding that the plastic actually doesn't go anywhere, and then I thought, okay, why won't we create a package that is like nature creation, like an orange peel, like a banana peel. This is a circular economy approach. And this circular economy approach was created by nature. So just imagine all this waste turns into compost, which actually nourishes the topsoil, which means they can be treated as any other organic material. It starts as a package, and then it starts to disintegrate, to break down to very small parts. And then the small parts continue to disintegrate, and then at a certain point when the parts are pretty small, they're consumed by bacteria that is in the compost. And the bacteria eats the microplastics and creates a soil, a pure soil.
Visibly, it's gone, but what is leached out into the soil, if anything?
The beauty of our solution is because it's fully biodegrades, we don't leave any microplastic behind it. We do rely on you. We do rely on people, on the end consumers, specifically on the new generations that want to see other solutions. In my view, revolutions happen from the people, in this case, from the end consumers. Whenever we discard our kitchen waste, we can discard the packages together with our kitchen waste to the same waste stream. And it all together goes into the right direction and turns into a new, very important material. My final stop today has brought me to a community allotment where I will talk to Georgina about their day-to-day working life and why solutions offered by TIPA could improve their soil health and produce.
Hello Daphne, how are you? How are you? Good, thank you. Welcome to Falmouth Allotments. This is a very traditional method of composting in this country. As you can see, there's 3 in a row. So people start off putting their vegetable peelings, any scraps, any kind of brown paper in one, and then as it kind of starts to generate into compost and the worms get into it and start eating things, they can turn it from one to the other really easily.
You know, so actually when you use compostable packaging, so the end of life of this package is not going into landfill, but rather ending in a process like this, or in a bin like this that turns the package into a new resource. What I see here is if we use the right materials, we can actually build a whole system that relies on those new materials. And this is like a microcosmos of what can happen in the larger world out there. So overall, I had a good journey. First of all, I visited this beautiful place and understood that people are dealing with the same challenges as we do. I met these wonderful people, the students in the university, Carol, Georgina. It was very, I would say, eye-opening for me to understand that there is a solution, a circular economy solution. So we will provide the packaging solutions and people will take it to compost and will serve the ocean and will clean the shores. And it gives me actually hope that once we do it together and once the solutions are out there and people are willing to use the solutions, then there's a path forward and to change and to solve the fast-growing problem of plastic.